Milo snuggled under her blanket as Grandma sat by the bedside, holding a thick book with a worn cover. "Tonight, my dear Milo, I'll tell you the original story of Hansel and Gretel," Grandma began. "This tale is older than you might think and holds some dark yet fascinating lessons." Milo's eyes sparkled with curiosity as she settled in to listen. A long time ago, a poor woodcutter lived on the edge of a dense forest with his second wife and his 2 children, Hansel and Gretel. Food was scarce, and the stepmother, consumed by despair, convinced the woodcutter to abandon the children in the forest. The clever Hansel, overhearing their plan, collected shiny white pebbles. That night, when their parents led them deep into the woods, Hansel dropped the pebbles along the path. The moonlight illuminated the stones, guiding Hansel and Gretel back home. However, the stepmother was relentless. She locked the door, preventing Hansel from gathering more pebbles. The next day, the children were taken further into the forest. This time, Hansel used breadcrumbs to mark the way, but the birds devoured them, leaving no trail to follow. Lost and hungry, Hansel and Gretel wandered until they found a miraculous sight, a house made entirely of gingerbread, cakes, and candy. Starving, they began to nibble on its walls. Suddenly, an old woman emerged, inviting them inside with promises of food and comfort. The woman was not as kind as she appeared. She was a wicked witch who lured children into her home to eat them. She locked Hansel in a cage and forced Gretel to cook for him, fattening him up for her feast. Days turned into weeks, and Gretel's mind raced to save her brother. The witch, impatient to eat Hansel, asked Gretel to check the oven's heat. Sensing an opportunity, Gretel feigned ignorance and asked the witch to show her how. As the witch bent over, Gretel pushed her inside and slammed the door shut. The witch screamed, but soon the house grew silent. Gretel freed Hansel, and together they explored the witch's house, discovering treasures hidden inside. Filling their pockets with jewels, Hansel and Gretel journeyed through the forest. To their delight, they found their way home. Their stepmother had passed away, and their father welcomed them with tears of joy. The treasures ensured they would never be hungry again. Grandma closed the book and looked at Milo. This story teaches us about bravery, cleverness, and the bond between siblings. Life might be tough, but with courage and wit, we can overcome any challenge. Milo yawned, her eyes heavy with sleep. "Thank you, Grandma." "Hansel and Gretel were really smart," she murmured, drifting off to dreamland.